This time we're going to the coolest rooftops and outdoor spaces in the city of good neighbors, Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo has countless places for great food and drinks. They've got the waterfront, outdoor festivals, as well as concerts. There's always something going on. You guys are not going to want to miss this episode of ROConnoisseur's Road Trip.
We're here in the Electric District in downtown Buffalo.
Let's go inside Big Ditch Brewing and grab ourselves a beer. I love this spot right here in downtown Buffalo. I want to know about this bucket.
It did start with a bucket. So my partner Corey, we used to work in the biotech industry and we would use these food grade buckets for materials. So Corey was sort of like, I bet I could make beer in this bucket. So next day I came in and said, why don't we open a business? Several years later, here we are.
Bucket brewing didn't have the same ring to it.
So we wanted to name our brewery something relating to Buffalo's history. And then we happened upon the story of the Erie Canal. When it was first proposed in the early 1800s, it all had to be dug by hand. And so once it started, it became known as Clinton's Ditch for Governor DeWitt Clinton.
Yeah.
And 8 years later, it was really the engineering accomplishment of its time. And we love the story about what hard work accomplished for our city. And so named our brewery Big Ditch.
Thanks for telling us about the brewery. Let's grab these pints and meet Corey and learn more about the beer.
Sounds great.
What's your favorite beer here?
At this time, it's Gateway, which is a session IPA. Pairs well with pretty much everything.
How often do you change the beers?
So we have our staples like Lowbridge, Excavator, and Hay Burner. And then we have an innovation series, which will brew one barrel, whether that be IPA, brown ale, sours, pina colada beer.
Well, I really appreciate you telling us about the beers. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about the vision of Patricks Rooftop and who is Patrick?
Yeah.
So Patrick is the late brother of the owner, the Palladino family. If he was here, he'd be running this place. He was a staple and an icon in the nightlife industry way back when, and it's unfortunate he's gone, but we keep his legacy alive with the rooftop, and you get these 360 amazing views all the way around, and they're breathtaking.
I've never seen a view like this in Buffalo.
And I don't think you ever will on a rooftop on a hotel. This is the tallest rooftop from here to Manhattan.
I am loving these views up here, but I've got to know, what's the food and drink situation like, Jason?
So food menus, tapas styles, you can get a bunch of your friends to come in and share. The drink menu, iconic cocktails, drinks that you can't get around in Buffalo. But my ultimate favorite, hands down, is the blueberry mint lemonade cocktail. And you guys have to try this drink. Let's go to the bar.
Let's do it, yeah, all right.
Okay, so right now I'm just making our blueberry mint lemonade. We actually make the lemonade here. We muddle the mint and the blueberries as well. 2 ounces of blueberry vodka. Get a nice shake so it's super cold. And then we just garnish with a lemon, a mint sprig, and 3 blueberries.
How we doing over here, guys?
Oh, fantastic.
How are those blueberry mint lemonades?
So good.
All right, well, I got something else for you to try.
All right.
This will cool you down on those hot summer nights. This is our rosé frosés, all right? So we make our own simple syrup, muddle our strawberries, a little bit of strawberry vodka and some rose wine, freeze it up, and that's what you got.
Oh my God. Hey, rosé all day.
Cheers.
Thank you, cheers.
Ben, this space is absolutely beautiful. I love it. What made you guys want to expand to the Chicago Street?
A big part of the expansion was to give guests different things to do while they're here. So not only do we have the traditional bar and tap room, we also have a full kitchen, and then we have the whole second floor that offers catered events.
You guys pride yourselves on creativity. Tell me some of the weirdest beers that you've made here.
One that comes to mind is Taste the Rainbow, which is basically a classic beer but based with Skittles. Other things we do, a Nutty Buddy Stout or a Rocket Pop Sour or even a Chipotle Lime Pilsner.
With all the unique beers that you guys have to offer, like what would be the flagship?
I would say that's our Resurgence IPA. It's a West Coast style IPA. It's dry hopped, crisp and delicious.
What should I eat? What should I get off the menu?
Our RBC burger. That's our Resurgence Brewing Company burger. So the beef actually comes from the same farmer that takes our spent grain and feeds that to his cattle.
That is truly brewery to table.
That's right.
Ben, thank you so much for telling us about the brewery. I cannot wait to try this burger. Cheers on this great space.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you. We gotta dive into this. Oh my God.
The Curtis Hotel opened in 2017, and we're gonna go check out their outdoor spaces.
You guys are gonna love what you see at the Curtis Hotel. Let's come join us inside. Tell me about how the Curtis was established.
There was the old Sesame restaurant, which was on 311 Delaware Avenue. It was the home of the revolving bar. The owner, Mark Croce, always wanted to do this revolving bar, and this corner was the perfect location. There's all different aspects of the hotel. Since you walk in, you're kind of walking past our indoor-outdoor 26-person hot tubs, which we call our hot springs, and seeing a bar that revolves, and you kind of, oh, where am I? And having this 365-day-a-year awesome rooftop bar. That's what the goal was, the wow factor.
It's beautiful out here. I love the veranda, the indoor seating. Is this open to the public, or is it only for hotel guests?
No, it's very much open to the public. You can come here to the rooftop, crash a party. You can come here to the restaurant, and it's free valet parking every time you come here, not just for hotel guests, but for any guest at the hotel.
I heard that there's a party on the rooftop tonight. Do you think maybe we could crash it?
There's a party on the rooftop. I hear it's going to be pretty good. If I was you, I would definitely crash it and enjoy the sunset from the roof and the views of Lake Erie and Crystal Beach, Canada.